the white supremacists started World War III. The truth is slowly began to show the world that America is a lie. What does America really stand for? It's not freedom. It's not democracy. It's fascism. It's settler colonialism. And it's worse. Because, see, we, as American people, was fooled. Look at the 75 million Americans who ran out there and voted for Trump after they know that Trump was a terrible president the first time he was in the White House. He let 1 million people die because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And they also know that the white supremacists sits on the Supreme Court. They finished stacking it thanks to Mitch O'Connell and the rest of the clowns in the South.
White supremacy at the behest of the most powerful white supremacist in the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Memphis is the most beautiful place on the planet. It's the place that raised me, my brothers, my parents, my grandmothers, and where my ancestors' bones rest. And what you are doing today is eviscerating the only black majority congressional district in our state because we are majority black. We are here because this Republican Party has to cease to steal elections and seats because the president and the party have refused to address the pain, the suffering, and the struggling of everyday Tennesseans. This is about attacking, targeting, and cracking District 9 into pieces for more political and racial dominance and white supremacy in the state of Tennessee. And we need to realize that the Calais decision that you all are basing your decisions off of, the Voting Rights Act, that Voting Rights Act was paid in blood. It was not just a parchment of paper signed into law. It was paid in blood on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Paid in blood by Medgar Evers. Paid in blood by Fannie Lou Hamer. It's been paid in blood year over year, time after time, assassination after assassination, lynching after lynching. So that more people might be able to ascertain access to this constitutional democratic republic experiment that is currently being gutted and seeking to be gutted by this chamber, by this House, this Senate, and this state. What is happening here is immoral and wrong. I was reading my Bible early this morning, asking God why this is happening. Why, again, does it seem that white supremacy is seeming to gain? Why, again, does it seem like the pillars of pain that we have felt and experienced for over 400 years in this country continue to rise again? And whispered in the words of this Bible and in the words of those ancestors that have gone before us is just these simple words: we're still here. We are still here. This nation, this state has legislated and legalized the worst things in humanity, including our enslavement, and we are still here. Right in this country where, as one black woman said, your ancestors enslaved us, denied us of our rights, called us 3/5 of a person, and yet we are still here. You put us on cotton plantations and tobacco plantations. You denied our human rights and our right to exist as children of God, and we are still here. You destroyed Tulsa. You killed and lynched black folks on Poplar Tree. Shelby County, Tennessee had the most lynchings of anywhere in this state, but you're taking this district, and we are still here. You've had 3 strike laws, mass incarceration, denied us of who we are, and we are still here. And today, you'll take the only majority black district from us. But I want you to know, and I want my nephews, sons, and the future to know, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try and break us and make us bend and make us quit, we will still be here.
I can't say it no better. I am so tired of this white supremacy bullshit. They've been playing this game for a long time, and we'll be trying to be citizens in a country that put dope on our streets, crack on our streets, 3 strikes you out. No opportunity, invested in policing but not in schools, cutting programs that make things better. And look at this country. Just look at it. Can't fucking afford a roof over your head because of white supremacy. We spend billions and billions of dollars on weapons because of white supremacy. What you expect from a country that was founded off of ethnic cleansing? This shit is disgusting. It really is. And that brother is right. A white man who sits on the Supreme Court, him and his racist fucking colleagues, 6 assholes, was plotting to do this from day one. They were sent to D.C. to be on that court to do exactly what they did. This is a perfect playbook. They come up with a fake case, get it through the circuit courts so it can get to the Supreme Court so they can overthrow our democracy. This is fascism, folks. And we have to look at it for what it is. It's fascism. They needed that orange clown so they complete their mission, their project, 2025. And we look at what they're doing overseas, the same goddamn thing. Erasing brown people from history. And it's time for that shit to come to a halt. We need everyone who believe in democracy to fight for it. Because they're not going to stop after the fucking brown people. They're coming for all the people who resist fascism. They already, buying up the media. They don't want the truth to get out. We watch them motherfuckers kill people on an industrial scale and defend it. And they sleep good at night. So we can't trust nothing anymore. I watch people go on corporate media and cater to it.
Oh, that's real good.
Script it. So they can pretend that they care while they go home and spend that big paycheck. And then we watch those who stand up for freedom lose their shows or being threatened. Jane Fonda's right. Revolutions, man, they're hard. But sometimes it takes one. And we need one in America. We can't trust our government. We can't trust our leaders. Our state leaders, none of them. We can't trust no one. That brother gave that speech on that floor. And in that same state house, white supremacists were plotting to dismantle his district. But he couldn't go into the meeting.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
They're bold. What was in the dark is out in the light now. It's white supremacy, folks. And for those who act like they don't know what white supremacy is, Charlottesville, the storming of the fucking Capitol, the lies that corporate media was covering up, the fascist movement that's throwing our country into chaos. Putin said he's fighting Nazis. I thought it was Ukraine. No, it's America and Europe. Organized Nazis was pretending that we live in a democracy while they slaughtered people. building secret concentration camps to detain people who they don't like. And they always have to have an enemy, and it's always the brown people. It's time to wake up from this nightmare. It's more of us than them. If we come together, we can win this shit. But you have to fucking wake the fuck up and don't let these corporate assholes censor your brain. Because that's what they want you to keep believing their bullshit. Even when they look like legitimate news people, you gotta listen to what the fuck come out of their mouths. Because most of the times it's bullshit. They'll think of a lie and protect that lie when we know it's a freaking lie. Like right now, prices are high, but we have money for war, an unnecessary one. And black folks, before I let this podcast end, if you have loved ones in the military, tell them to get the fuck out. What they did down in Tennessee and those other Confederate states, let us know. We don't need to serve in their goddamn military. We better be protecting our own. Because this is the end of America as we're going to know it.
Seven 7,000 miles away from danger.
Resistance. The white supremacists started World War III. The truth is slowly begin to show the world that America is a lie. What does America really stand for? It's not freedom. It's not democracy. It's fascism. It's settler colonialism. And it's worse. Because see, we, as American people, was fooled. Look at the 75 million Americans who ran out there and voted for Trump after they know that Trump was a terrible president the first time he was in the White House. He let 1 million people die because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And they also know that the white supremacists sits on the Supreme Court. They finished stacking it thanks to Mitch McConnell and the rest of the clowns in the South. All this craziness. Where's that gay-ass Lindsey Graham running around? Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffrey. We got these fuckers on tape. Pledging allegiance to the Zionists. AIPAC and all of them. Kamala Harris, you can't even find that woman. Hillary Clinton. See, the Zionists, they wanted a fool in the White House so they can conquer the Middle East. We have a serious problem in this country. And we're watching our democracy die because of ignorance and racism. White supremacists have destroyed the United States. Here at home, we have ICE agents. Overseas, our military being used for regime change. They went into Central America, Venezuela, and took the oil. They want the oil in Iran. The hawks, the military-industrial complex, they don't give a fuck about the American citizens. All they want is the resources. They don't want democracy. They want fascism. That's why they buying up all the platforms to hide the truth. Yes, folks, our children are going to die unnecessarily. Our loved ones going to die unnecessarily. For what? For corporate greed. Welcome to World War III. Get your supplies, support your community, and sit back and wait for the downfall of these United States. Because they were so angry with their white supremacy. Let them white motherfuckers Get out of the back of U-Haul trucks and talking about patriot front. Go defend your country, crackers. This is the downfall, folks, and I don't give a flying fuck anymore. All I'm saying is, don't let your kid go fight for a fucking country that think you less than human. Let them bastards finish fighting their war. They started. We're gonna sit this one out and cheer for those who are defending democracy. And it's not America. And it's not the Zionist project. Hey, you've been listening to Open Mic. My rant, I'm just calling it out as I see it. If you don't like my shit, too goddamn bad. It's the truth. Somebody needs to tell you the fucking truth. Stop dancing around corporate money. They don't like us. Fuck them. Hey, I'm out.